Hey, Millie, want to do the news with me? Huh? Come on up here. Come on. Yeah, good girl. Okay, the news. Well, I just heard that Trump wrote on his True Social that Iran has spoken with him. Oh, you too, little thing. I love you too. Okay, that's enough. That's enough loving for now. Um, they communicated with him and said that they're in shambles. The country's in shambles, and they really want the Hormuz Strait opened. That they're going to get a new government or figure out who their government is. And Trump acted like this was hopeful. However, he did not write that they were willing to give up the enriched uranium. And that's the whole reason for the war in the first place. So if they're not willing to give that up, I don't think we have a truce. There's that. The UAE, I guess that's Saudi Arabia, I don't know if that's other countries too or what, announced it will be leaving OPEC. Now, what the consequences of that are, I have no idea. I don't keep up on that stuff. I don't know. I don't know what the OPEC nations are, but this is all, I guess, pretty fluid. You don't know what's going to happen. Here's an interesting fact. Ford Motor Company is the most recalled brand. That's too bad. Mercedes-Benz leads the industry with the fewest recalled cars. McDonald's struggled to sell $6 cheeseburgers. I won't pay $6 for a McDonald's cheeseburger. And Pepsi Frito-Lay brand struggled to sell $6 bags of Doritos. I won't pay $6 for a bag of Doritos either. Can you imagine? You know, when you figure out the weight of a bag of Doritos, it's only a few ounces. It comes out to like $25 a pound or something. It's more than steak. And it hurts you. It hurts your body. It's a harmful food product, if you can even call it food. Pepsi announced that it would slash prices on packaged food by as much as 15%. So you know that had to come at some point. I mean, inflation can only raise the prices so much, and then people will stop buying. 15%. I don't know. That's not enough to get me to buy a bag of Doritos. Oh, they're finally raiding 22 businesses for fraud in Minnesota. If it wasn't for citizen journalists, I don't know that would ever happen. It seems to me that the government doesn't even police itself. Well, that's good news. Here's this is newsworthy, especially since I have this little baby right here. The average emergency vet visit runs $800 to $5,000. I gotta watch this little girl real close because I can't afford that vet visit. That's why we eat healthy. You do too. You eat good. I don't know if you know it. You eat really good. I bought her $5 a can Alcana, Acana, Acana, dog food, and it's got real good ingredients. It's a good food. And she ate it for about 3 days, and now she won't eat it. So I got, I don't know how many $5 cans. They're worthless if they're not going to eat it. And I leave it there. I put it down there, well, 3 hours ago, and she hasn't eaten it yet. From 24 to 25, Texas gained the most residents overall, 391,200. Followed by Florida, 196,700, and North Carolina, 145,900. California, on the other hand, lost 9,500 residents, the most of any state. Okay, here's my last item of information. And there's a little tip in this for you, too. Now, this I'm not real sure of. I haven't verified any of this stuff, but I've heard that there's a bill sitting in Congress now that could shut off 175 million credit cards. The president has publicly endorsed this, not the shutting off of the credit cards, but the lowering of the interest rate. You might have heard that he's talked about lowering the interest rate to 10% on credit cards, which sounds wonderful at face value. If you owe money, if you pay interest on your credit card. The average credit card interest rate currently is 28.7%. For seniors over 62 years old, 43% carry a credit card balance. And the interest is just crippling. It's crazy. President Trump wants to see the 10% interest cap. If your credit score is below 740, you may lose your credit card. Because, this is interesting, the default rate on people with a lower than 740 FICO is fairly high, especially when it gets down into the 600s. So the credit card companies have to charge more money for people with that kind of credit score to cover all the defaults and still make money, which I'm sure they're making a ton. If it goes to 10%, then the banks won't be able to cover all the defaults. So what they'll have to do is, if your FICO is less than 740, they may shut you off. They may just say you can't use your credit card anymore. Of course, you'll still owe the money that's on it, which could cause all kinds of bankruptcies. I mean, this whole economy thing is teetering. It's like, what do they call that game where you pull the blocks out and everything falls down? What do you call that, Millie? Do you know? You don't know? So there's a thing called, in FICO, utilization. It has to do with the amount carried month to month ratio to your limit. So if my limit is $5,000 and I owe $1,000 on it, then that's a 25% ratio. But if I owe $2,000 on it, now it's or $2,500, let's say, now it's a 50% ratio. 1,000 would have been 20%. Okay, so if I'm over 30% ratio, then it's not, they don't look at me as good. My FICO goes down. So here's the tip. You want to get down? Here. Let's go here, and then you can get down if you want. Okay? Now, I'll let you get down if you want. Or you can stay and I'll pet you. So here's the deal. This is what I heard. I'm going to test it out this month. As a matter of fact, I got to pay here real soon. What they base your utilization on is a figure that they take not at your statement. They grab that figure a couple of days prior to your statement. And so I pay my credit card off every month. But I've been paying at my statement date. So the utilization score that they're going by is just prior to my statement date. Whereas if I paid most of my card down, not all of it, but most of it, a few days before that, then the amount that I'm carrying past that utilization grab will be less ratio compared to my limit. And so then when my statement comes due, I'll just pay the rest off. But that way, every month, when they check my utilization, it'll be low percentage-wise, which is supposed to raise my FICO. Like I say, I haven't tested this, but this is what they're saying. So it makes sense to me. I'm going to try it. I'm going to pay early Not pay it all the way down, but pay it quite a bit down, and then see if my FICO goes up. I've got a high FICO. None of this will probably affect me. I'm 830, I think, and there's an 850 limit. So, I mean, that's the highest you can get. So I'm pretty good. And I don't own a house. I understand homeownership is good. They like that. So anyway, I'll let you know how that comes out. I think that's it for today. Is that it for today, Millie? You gotta hide your head. Oh, okay. Oh, what's the matter? You're acting strange today. Why are you acting so strange? You having an emotional day? It's okay. Do you need more pet? Is that it? You want a lot of pet today? Okay. We're saying goodbye to you now.